Okay, I'll be on video in a second. There we go. So how's everyone doing this fine Mother's Day? Hopefully you've had time to be with your mother or wife or whatever your significant other might be, and hopefully you had a great day. I myself took my mom to the baseball game, had a great blast, but I figured it doesn't feel like a Sunday unless I get online and do a stream. So I decided, even though I wasn't going to do it, I decided to do it anyways. It's one of those things. But just want to say, once again, thank you for tuning in if you're new. Remember, hit the subscribe button down below. If you are a normal member, thank you so much for coming in and watching us live. Or if you're watching us after the live, that's great too. One thing I never touched on, and I meant to touch on this last night, the reason I don't give out my last name, or the reason I don't want to give out my mailing address, and back a couple of years, I'd say maybe this is about 10 years ago, I had a stalker. Yes, an actual stalker. Female from the UK stalked me. Literally. I'm not kidding you. She stalked me for about maybe a year and a half. I didn't even know who this person was. I've never met her. She just had this foundation that I was the most beautiful person in the world, and she tracked me down, which was kind of freaking scary as anything. I can't, I want to use that word, but I'm not, because I want to keep this as clean as possible. But holy crow, that was scary. Anyways, hey man, how's it going? NLTMW. I really need to get your name, actually, so I can just call you by your name. Then they're saying that all the time, But no, thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. So, here's the situation. I had a stalker. Stalked me for almost a year, and it was scary. It was scary stuff. I mean, you don't... Thanks, Mike. Thanks for coming on the stream. Honestly, I do mean that. But no, I had a stalker, and it was kind of scary at the time. So, yeah, so... Reason I don't give out my full name is that I don't have that again. It's not that I don't trust you all. I trust you all. That's why I give you my first name. I trust the internet, giving you my first name, but never will I ever give out my last name, because that's how I got tracked last time. Give my full first and last name. It also happened that, how can I explain this? I found out that she was in the UK after the fact that I found out she was stalking me. I found out she lived in the UK, so I kind of went black rogue on the internet. Somehow she found out I had a website, tracked me through the IADBA, the ICANN system, and found out where I live. That was the most scariest part of it all. And yeah, I had to go press charges. I had a restraining order put on this person. Trust me, getting a restraining order in the UK is freaking hard as hell. She was also restrained from coming to Canada unless that she was invited by somebody, or B, and she was also restricted from coming into Ontario, of all places, which was great. That's what my government's doing. And yeah, she was restricted from air travel, so yay. I really thank the UK for doing that for me, but yeah, it got scary fast. Stalkers are something you do not want to deal with. But other than that, how's everybody's Mother's Day been? Hopefully it's been fun. From that response, I would say probably it was, or probably it wasn't. Let's go was and thought it is. So, I don't know if you guys been following TH3D's Facebook page. It blew up again today. The guy who has been giving him a hassle reappeared back on the channel. telling people not to buy his products, and someone stepped in, which was a guy that does negotiations for businesses, and said, you don't have a channel, you don't have a right to step on, blah, 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 blah. He turned around, said something, and then all the comments were deleted. And I think that was one of the moderators deleted him off the channel and removed him from the group because all he was doing was spreading hate. Yeah, but there was a couple of negotiators on there saying, no, he's in the right, you're in the wrong. And I don't think he agreed with that. I think he kind of might have did some more stuff. And TH3, they just kicked him off this channel. So that's good. I'm still watching to see if he even comes into any other channels and starts raising a ruckus, because if he does, I know a few moderators on the other channels, and they'll bump that guy so fast and make it his husband. But, you know, I don't know what to say, man. It's been a mess. But, yeah. So, hopefully we'll get some more work done. Hopefully we'll get some stuff done, and I'll be more than happy enough to show you guys what I'm working on. And I'm hoping next week, I'm working on a video already, so that should be coming. I'm hoping to get that done on Wednesday, when I'm able to get out to this place to take a video of this new printer, this $5,000 printer. Yeah, I know it's not for us, but hang on here. Just hear me out, though. Think about what you're going to see in that video. Might impress you enough that you might go, ooh, it can do that? It can do that? Really? I just noticed a third person just came online, so hopefully that person doesn't look like me. And if you're in, hey, thanks for coming online. If you want to chat with us, go right ahead, chat with us. You know, we're always open to hear from you. So just give a chat. Where are my fingers? That way, I guess. And when I see, and you know, don't be afraid. Say hi. And don't forget, hit subscribe down below and hit that bell. It does help us know that people are, you know, that they get the announcements and know when we're going live. But, yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm going to be changing the whole live system. So right now it just shows you on the description to subscribe, hit to subscribe, to donate, hit the button, hit the Streamlab information that's at the bottom of the description. I think it's right here would be the description. I am changing that. I am going to be putting more information in the description so you guys can have a way of contacting me other than just this way. You know, like you can send me an email, Twitter. I'll start monitoring Twitter again. I've been so off of Twitter, but I feel that if I make a group for just the makers themselves, like call it 3D printer space or whatever I'm going to call it, in my Twitter, so I can keep an eye on it, I might notice the tweets more and I might be more engaged. The problem is becoming too engaged and not being able to follow everybody. That's what I worry about the most. But, yeah. So, because I know Mike wasn't here yesterday, I sent some 3D Maker coins out. I just dropped one of them. Where is it? Ah, there it is. So let me just grab it here. Ugh. Slipped down my hand. So we have this one from In the Mind of Matt. So he gave me this coin, you know, when we were pulling out coins at Merce. So that was kind of cool. Then I have Hat Monkeys, which I think is the most unique and interesting key Maker coin I have seen so far. And I'd like to get him on the show to talk about how he came up with the design and show us how he did his design, because I'm a little interested. I'll be true. I'm a little interested on how he put it together, what he used to glue it together, you know. I think it'll be an interesting episode. Well, I sent those off to the First Layer. First Layer loved them. But in turn, the First Layer sent me this. Their acrylic keychain, which they charge $5 for. So there it is right there. You know. And the line for the First Layer is to exploring The world of 3D printing. That is their line. That's the slogan for their channel, which I think is great slogan for your channel. Canadian Maker Project's all about, printing and making stuff with whatever we find handy. And it's more about, okay, well, you don't have a 3D printer. There's going to be stuff. I'm not dealing with 3D printer. I want to get into a maker type of space where it's like, okay, well, here's how I made this arcade machine, or here's how I make this, shelving, whatever. Whatever it is, it's taking something and making it into something. Like this over here. Let's see, where is it? Where did I put it? Did it fall? Did I throw it out? Yeah, here it is. This thing right here. So, what I was looking for is a mic stand, but I wasn't willing to spend the $100 to buy one, like these are. At the time, couldn't afford it. So what did I do? I found someone getting rid of a old scissor arm lamp. Removed the lamp head. Put on this coupler, which I found at Home Depot for $4. ABS. Used my tool to carve in notches in each section. And the idea is it's going to hold the elastic band here, like right around, and then across here to across here. And then the microphone just sits in the 4 squares, so it stabilizes the microphone. I used that for a good year, 2-3 years, and a lot of people were really impressed with it. A lot of people said, we don't hear any movement noise, or we don't hear any bouncing or anything like that. Said, unless the microphone gets moved, then you won't hear it. And, yeah, it served me well for the last couple of years, and then I found this one, which is basically the same idea. Well, let me see if I can get the camera here so you guys can see a little bit more what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's the microphone right there. As you can see, I'm talking to the side of it. But as you can see, the elastic bands are all around it. Hold this in the center into place, so it can't. So if I do this, it doesn't transmit over into the microphone. You might hear that ding, 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 but it's supposed to stop any vibrations transferring. So it does what it's supposed to do and does a good job, actually. So I'm actually impressed with it. But yeah, I just wanted to jump in here and talk to you guys. So, hey, we got a 4th viewer. Wonder who that could be. If you're here, say hi. Oh, you jumped. Probably walked in here and went, ew, don't like this. Yuck. Well, yeah. Oh, hey, John Mack. Thanks for coming on, man. Yeah, I tweeted it out. I don't know if you saw it as it was tweeted, but yeah, I did tweet it out. So yeah, I'm going to start using Twitter a little bit more. I decided to go back to Twitter. I decided it's time for me to go back to Twitter. And also, Roy Holly, hey, man. Yeah, Country Club. Yep, that's what it is. It seems like the whole Country Club is here. And, well, I know, I believe if I remember correctly, on Twitter, I just saw Country 3D's taking his wife out to a movie. So, yeah. Yeah, following you on Twitter. So you probably saw my tweets about, being at a baseball game with your old ma. It was a good game. It was really a good baseball game. I'm just upset that they lost, though. But can't win everything, can you? Don't know who my team is for. It's the Blue Jays, so yeah. Canadians. We support our Canadian teams. What can I say? But yeah. But I do appreciate the follow, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some stuff with Twitter. Going to get it more following. I'm going to start, taking care of everything. It's about time I started, using Twitter again. So hopefully you guys like what I'm doing on Twitter. I don't know. Like I said, just coming back to Twitter. Nationalist. Nation a list? Huh? What are you talking about, Matt? No, I don't think my base is turned up. Let me see what I can do here. I just adjusted it a little bit. How's that? Does that sound better for you? Jimmy muffled. That's why I'm going to sound muffled on my end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bassy, but not by much. Okay. Give me one moment. There we go. I got a fan up here. Every so often it likes to vibrate. You just tap it, boom, turns and stops it from vibrating. It's one of the things that I really hate about the half case, which is what I got sitting on my computer desk right now. I'll show it to you guys in a second. I'm just clearing off what was on top of it, which is my controller. Oh, that is my computer case. So, yeah, water cooling inside there, if you're curious. It's why there's wire tubes in it. Front is a Coolmaster half 922 case. And yes, I have LED red lighting in there. And I'll reserve all rights to an IT spell at all. Okay, still no idea what you're going. What was that was for? Just to come in, but okay. But Matt Johnson, well, you guys, you know me. I'm the king of spelling errors, so yay. But no, hopefully you guys are having a great Mother's Day. If you did celebrate Mother's Day, if not, well, do we really need to have a special day to celebrate our moms? I don't think so, but it is nice to have it. Ooh, ouch. Yeah. Dells do tend to run hot, I find. If your processor is running hot, water cooling is the best way to go. But if it's such a compact space, I can understand that also causing issues. But yeah, no, my guts are inside this big box, which is annoying as heck. But you know what? It's a good system. I can't knock it. I mean, I'm running a Pentium 4 core processor. I'm running a 4470, I think it is, which is the non overclock, so I don't go stupid and overclock my computer, which I tend to get stupid and overclock everything in this thing lately. But that's why I went with the processor not to overclock it, because I don't want to get there. I know if I overclock, then I'm going to want to do water cooling, and if I know I'm going to do water cooling, because I can't stand the sound of fans, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put piping all over my computer, and then once it leaks, I'll have a dead computer, and I will have no way to replace it. So if I can cut myself down to not go stupidly water cooling, but just the basic water cooling kit, it keeps it cool. I mean, even when I'm pushing out 4K, when I'm pushing in 4K video into it, my processor, when I tell it to process the video, it's only running at, I think it's like 55 Fahrenheit? Or 55 Celsius. I get up to, which is enough to push enough, power into it. Yeah. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, yeah, that means they're really pumping it hard. Are they using like a gaming video card, or are they using the Quato video card? Or are they using a workbench? Because there's two. The workbench is by NVIDIA / ATI, which is now them, and then Quato is the workbench for an RX 480. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be using that gaming card for anything. Uh, RX 480. Well, no, the RX 480 I think is that the ATI 21080s. Okay, so they're really pushing that video card hard. I don't know. I would run. I'm rendering video. I still don't get that hot. I run 100% on 4 cores of my processor for 2-3 hours sometimes. Yeah, the RX 480 is an AMD. Do they have access to get another four? Like, how many 480s are in there? Are they running 2 or are they running 3 video? Like, are they running just 2 video cards or just the 1 video card? Because they're running it on 1 video card. I can understand why it's getting so hot, but I would run it. I would definitely would have had it on Crossfire, and because I think the 480 still is a gaming card, if I'm correct. Yeah, 3 displays, 1 HDMI. Yeah, but if you run 2 cards, it will take away. It would run a little bit better and not be as hot, or that you're using it that hard and pushing it that hard. Single card, yeah, okay. Yeah, I would definitely get another card and pop that in that machine and run it as a Crossfire. That would help with the processing power, and it'll help the card last a little bit longer and delay it from melting in the case. Because that's a lot of power that card's pumping out then. Just something I've learned over time, you can only push your card so much, and then you're actually asking for trouble. It's just the way it is. Like, I have 2 here, two high definition monitors here, which are gaming supported. They're 1 millisecond response time, because you need that when you're playing video games every so often. I am running these off of 1 video card, but I'm running them off of a 960 NVIDIA chipset. One's running on HDMI, the other one's running on DVI. Still doing 60 frames per second on both monitors. You like to plug and play and have everything run off of that? Ouch. But to get for full 4K, you got to run, I believe it is 2 HDMIs, or you have to run, what is it, for 4K? It's 2 HDMIs, or it's a special HDMI. Then there is, to run 4K, it's DisplayPort 1. Yeah, 1 DisplayPort or 2 HDMIs to run 4K, unless the card supports natively going out over HDMI. Then it's a special HDMI. I think it's HDMI 2.5 is what you need, is the number, if I remember correctly. Or is it 1.5? I can't remember the HDMI number, but I do know that usually if you want to get full 4K, you gotta use DisplayPort. Okay, yeah, Mike Whaley, have fun. Thanks for coming in. I wasn't going to run this much longer, but, since people are starting to come in, I'll talk for a little bit, and then I will, but thanks for coming in, man. I do appreciate it. Natively HDMI? Really? Getting that out there, John Mark? I'm surprised, because native HDMI, if I'm remembering my video information correctly, and this has to do with video cards, not actual televisions and how televisions do it. But to get out full HDMI over DisplayPort to get 4K, it has to be a certain speed of HDMI out times by the speed of the transmission times by the shortness of the cable. All that added in, if it's running over Ethernet, then the shorter the Ethernet and the power its consumption-wise converts it over to if it can be 4K or 2K. 2K usually will go through HDMI if the HDMI is Ethernet powered. But if there's not enough power going through, then it can't convert the video to 4K. I know, that just made absolutely no sense, but it's actually the mathematics that are used to convert 4K from 2K to high definition. It's a messy math. But from what I know is that DisplayPort can support the amount of power that is required to push out 4K. And depending on the cables that are used for 4K, because it has more inputs out to give it that higher picture quality, that's why DisplayPort can support the 4K displays. Natively, HDMI should not be able to, unless that HDMI is set for 4K and can support the 4K the format, depending on the type of handshake it does. Yeah, HDMI in a nutshell. Oh, it is. It's hard to calculate HDMI. HDMI is weird that way. You want to check with the video manufacturer to make sure the video manufacturer card can support the 4K features, if it will support it over native HDMI, and if the native HDMI cable is supportive of the 4K resolution. There are cables that are out there that do support 4K, but those cables can sometimes be expensive, depending on the one. Exactly. But that cable that you need is supposed to be a high-speed cable that supports, I think it's 1.5, if I remember correctly, that comes with the Xbox One S. I used to sell TVs, so I know a little bit about the 4K, what they were doing with 4K at the time, because I was still working working with a retail shop, and we were getting 4K taught, because they said, oh yeah, we're going to have 4K out within a year or two, and we want everyone in your store to understand what 4K is. We're like, okay, we understand. When they showed us the 4K, when it was first being developed, we were like going, oh, what? We were seeing this picture, and we're just like, our jaws went, huh? We were going, this is coming out in 3 years tops? He's like, yep. So all you guys are going to be taught 4K. We're like, woohoo! And then 4K kind of like went, for release time, they pushed it. Because at the time, 4K was going to be about, I think they said it was going to be 55. The TV was going to be over $5,000. And we said, probably people won't pay that. We have a problem selling them $1,000 televisions right now. And that was when the that's when high definition was out. And you could buy like a 48, you can buy like a 32-inch for under $1,000. Yeah. And then the prices went. But yeah. You're printing rosaries? Cool, John Mac. And hey, Red Light, thanks for coming in. Yeah. So yeah, we got more people coming in. Like I said, it just keeps on growing. Steve keeps on growing. You know, hopefully, like I said, you've all had a great Mother's Day. Talked a little bit why I am a little leery, but I also wanted to show you guys something else here. Let me just open up my my display capture. Open that up. Nope. Cancel. Plus. Where is it? Window capture. Okay, so as we can see here, I'm just going to do something here. Sorry guys, I'm just getting everything else set up here so I can bring this up. It's not bringing it up. Yeah, I can't bring up the window capture. Interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to capture my web page. But it's not bringing it up for some strange reason. Properties. I don't need capture cursor. Done. Okay. Did I just shrink my window down? No, it's not capturing at all. Weird. Not happy camper. Okay, we're going to go and close this off. We're going to make this big. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to capture this stupid window in here and it doesn't want to capture. To play with this. Still black box. I don't know. Why it won't display it. Weird. Okay, so we're going to go to display capture. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see what I can see now. So I want to show you something here. Express.com. So I was looking at some video lights here. This is one of them I was looking at. This is known as the L116T. What I like about this, big huge light, but also is right here. So what I'm looking at right now is the Kelvin. Kelvin is how they measure how much light, the type, how bright the light is, depending on how you want the light to be. So I'm looking at this one here, and I like the idea that it actually you can control the Kelvin, and it also uses a rechargeable battery pack. I was looking at that and going, it's good. I mean, it looks like it would be, professional enough, but that will give me enough light. Questionable. I don't know, but it's something I've been looking at. Or B, I was going to go with this one. Let's see if we can find the other one here. Those looking at this one. This one you get the 2 battery packs, charger, the yellow filters to give you that soft light. You get your buttons. You got power indicator, switch buttons, increase, shear mount adapters. And if I want to, I have the stabilizing screw holes. So diffusers it comes with, and this one comes with 160 LED lights. I think you're also getting the stands with them too, which is also handy. The cost is $129.52 probably because I'll be getting it shipped from China. So let me just ship from China. Yeah, it'll be $129.52. Something I was looking at buying. And that's what donations will go towards, hopefully, when I get the money, if I ever get more money. Or whenever I get the money from this job that I'm going to be working soon. So that'll be also another light I'm looking at doing. I want to get this equipment because I noticed that when I was doing a video for my CR10, the quality is not there. It looks very grainy. And I'm like, okay, well, that's the video camera trying to compensate on the I'm trying to remember all my terminology now. That is the camera try to adjust for the amount of light that's not available and trying to give me the best results possible, which causes this noise or this graininess. And I'm like, I'm not happy with the quality I'm getting. So I think my reviews on printers are going to be held off for a little bit until I can get that lighting situation fixed. But yeah, ISO settings. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's the aperture. That's what the word I was looking for is aperture. Yeah, well, this is the ones that are for 129 Canadian, so that's not too bad. What would that be for American? Let me find out. They're about from China. They would cost me $100 straight up. Yeah, yeah, but the aperture can also also controls the amount of light that comes in. Am I also correct on that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so what's happening, I'm noticing, is I'm getting too much graininess in, which is the ISO, which I can understand that part. But I also think it's the lack of lighting I have coming in also is causing this issue. So I'm like going, because then the camera's trying to compensate for the lack of lighting in the right places, you know? Kind of like what the CR, like these, like what my webcam will do. It will actually compensate for the amount of light I have down here and somehow give me a great picture. I don't know how it does it, but it seems to do it all the time. The Logitech cameras are great for that, but still, it is something I want to do because I want to move my camera onto a. It would be nice to have proper lighting. That's all I'm saying. Now, I've been seeing other panels that only offer, 98 fields of light. I'm just wondering, are they worth it? Probably not. Probably be better off to go get a full screen that I can control the amount of Kelvin on it. Which also one of my friends who used to work in lighting said the same thing. I should look at the ones that have the Kelvin rating so you can adjust the amount of Kelvin so you exactly know how much you need. But I don't know. Like I must admit, they're nice lights, but I don't know. Let's go back to Canadian prices. Save. But here's my question: if I was to set a wish list up for, well, let me go back to my regular video here. Now, if I was to set up a wish list through AliExpress or Banggood or GearBest, would those be sites that you guys would actually buy from, or probably you just want Amazon only links? I'm just curious because if I do this and I do set up a wish list, I just want to know if you guys prefer, what type of wish list you guys would prefer. Yeah, I don't want to end up with like 40 light panels from 3 different companies. That's the problem, if you guys were to do that. Like, I mean, this would be the cameras it would be attached to. This has at least 3 ports I can hook up to. So here, here, or here. And one of them I'm thinking actually to do the other thing is to put a screen on here and have a light here and a light here and just videotape that way. Or B, if I ever get like one of those transmitter microphones, maybe I can put them on. Maybe I can put a strap around this and strap it onto there. I don't know. Yeah, Amazon's a lot much easier. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to save you guys cash. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Just looking at cheaper ways of doing it. Shit. Since you guys are saying do them all, I can throw it out there. But if Amazon's easier for you guys, then I can do it by Amazon. The problem is with Amazon and Amazon US is that you guys would be buying from the US side. The US side won't deliver to Canada. They'll charge you bundle of cash to send it over to me. Don't ask me why. Amazon, but Amazon.ca, they don't talk to each other, which I wish they would. It'll make my life a lot easier. But you guys could probably go buy it on the Canadian side using your Amazon affiliate link, using your Amazon affiliate account, and be able to get it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm debating it, though, still. I'll figure it out, I guess. Yeah, I guess we can compare them all. I mean, I am a fair bit from the border. I mean, yeah, and Canadian Prime does not deliver to U.S. addresses. I get that, but I've heard that U.S. Prime seems to deliver to Canada. Which, don't ask me why. I don't get it myself. But if your Prime works out here, I say use it. But I don't know. I'm a little weary of Prime, personally. Yeah. How close am I to the border? Close enough that it takes some time to get over there. That's how close I am. It would take about an hour and a half drive, at least. And that's not including getting across the border. Depending on which way I would go in, if I go on Detroit, Windsor, Detroit, that's about 2.5 hours. If I go to let's see. If I went into the U.S. side at the Niagara Falls, it would take about an hour and a half, at least. But yeah, so it's a fair distance away, but also I would be paying for a U.S. postal address, which they charge money by the day that you don't pick up. So yeah, I know they're pretty short on that area. I found actually, but then also it's the going back and forth becomes an issue. There's no tolls, unfortunately, on the Canadian on that one. The only tolls I would be charged would be the ones if I'm going across at Detroit border. Then I would be charged a toll. So Detroit would be there and back. I would be charged a toll, but not on the Peace Bridge. Peace Bridge seems to be toll free. So yeah, Mike, that's what it would cost me. But yeah, no, and as are they bringing the toll back? Because last time I crossed over there, which was about 3 months ago, I never got charged a toll going there and back. Yeah, I know about New York addresses.ca. That's the one I would be using. That's the one that, and it's more. I think it's right on the cusp, like right in. I want to say, right in Niagara Falls. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I just gotta get my driver's license done. That's the only thing that's holding me back. Yeah, I don't drive. I lived in Toronto all my life, so I really never concentrated on a car. I know. It's bad about the. I know. I should get my driver's license by now, but when you live downtown Toronto, you don't need it. Honestly, it's just recently that I'm now living near. Now that I live in this town of Waterloo area, that having a driver's license doesn't help you at all. It actually hinders your chances of getting to where you need to go. So, do you want to go to Niagara Falls, U.S. or Niagara Falls, Canada? Red light. You want to come? Oh, you want to come to the Canadian side? You want to be Cardanian, eh? Back in '84. Wow. Yeah, a lot's changed since '84. I can tell you that for sure. We now have gambling. We have Casino Niagara, which I know is called Fallsview Casino now, which is gorgeous casino. Actually, I've been there twice. Won 3 times going there, so yay. Yeah. Go to slot machines. Popped in. What is it? I popped in like $15. Came out with 25. Came out with $45. My first time. Second time I went there, I popped in. What is it? $30, and I came out. Had $90. You know, played a little blackjack. Did a little bit of everything, and I just can't. I just started coming out on top, and yeah, I don't know what it is, but when I go play, I play for a couple hours, and I end up walking out with more money than I went in with. I've been marked by them. They don't like me going to the casino for some strange reason because I always come out ahead. But I've had a couple times where I've gone and not won a damn dollar. So it's been interesting. Yeah, there's 2 casinos. You got Casino Niagara and Fallsview Casino became one, and now it's just Fallsview Casino. Then you have the Seneca Casino, which is now which used to be Casino Niagara, but those were the creators of Casino Niagara. They went over and they built it on the U.S. side. So now there's Casino Seneca, which I hear is really nice, and it's only supposed to be about $60 a night. So SF3D, welcome. I don't think we've ever met. My name is Ron, so if you're enjoying what you see, we're doing, please hit the subscribe button down there and hit the bell, and then you'll be notified whenever I go live and whenever I put out new videos. Aurelia Casino is Casino Rama, which is out in Aurelia. And that casino is a full-fledged casino. A lot of the other casinos that are out here, like Woodbine or Mohawk, are all basically just machines or horse race betting. There are a few other casinos around that most of them are just the slots and horse racing. Hey, Skew3D! How you doing, buddy? Oh, okay. So you changed your name to that. Cool. Thanks, Fernando. But skewed view. Yeah, we know. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you're still around doing stuff. Didn't see you last night. Unfortunately, I was live on Saturday, which is now. I wasn't going to do anything today because it was Mother's Day. But when I got home, I sat down. I was bored. I got to stream. But yeah, on Wednesday, I'm hoping to be able to go down and give you guys a review of a high-end 3D printer. Yeah, it should be interesting. A Klingon bathleth? Really? You're supposed to link in here so I can actually have a look at it. Or just put like thing, da 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 da. I will like to have a look at it. I'm like, I don't know if you can make a maker coin shaped like a light bulb. That'd be kind of interesting. You must admit, it would be a bright idea. Oh, I know. Bad pun right there, right? I will have one. Well, question this then. What filament would you want to use for your light bulb? Would you like to use electric filament, or would you be using plastic filament? Or PLA, ABS? Oh boy. Ah. When I hear red light, it reminds me of that one song by the Police, and we know what the red light meant. Okay, well, when's up? Let me know, and I'll be more than happy enough. Hang on, would you like me to print that at the place and give it a good shot on their printer, the $5,000 printer? Yeah, Roxanne song. Yes, exactly. You don't have to turn on the red light, Roxanne. Yeah. Okay, I just been demonetized. I just sang a little bit of the song. I'm not going to tell you. You got to watch, my friend. You got to watch and anticipate and go for and just go, oh, wow, sweet. You know? I can't ruin it for you, you know? The red light's going to be scratching his head going, how can he make him tell me the printer? I can't tell you the printer, man. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for it. How long do you think it'll take red light to bug me enough that I'm going to tell him? 5K US. This company is from the US only. That makes this printer. It might be more actually. I think they were saying like something like it could be 5K. No, I didn't buy it. Company's letting me test it out, so that was kind of nice of them. They wanted, in turn, I'm supposed to do videos for them, and I get to use this damn machine every so often. And they're talking about keeping me on maybe 3 days a week to do videos for them, and I'm all for that. I don't mind. I could use the money right now. I could use a job. It can be considered a type of a job, but I think it's more of they're going to have me work on videos for them. In turn, I get to use their printers. And if that's the case, then it can get very costly very fast for traveling back and forth into Mississauga, especially when you don't drive. But it's also the traveling distance, too, can be a hassle, too, because it's traveling all the way from my neck of the woods, which is Kitchener-Waterloo, all the way out to Mississauga, which is about 2 hour drive. Well, an hour and a half, actually. But it works out to 2 hours because, like I said, I have to get out there. It's down near the airport, so I have to take special transit. I gotta go different transit routes to hop different buses to get to location A, get from location A to B to B to A. It's a lot of travel. Depending on everything, it could actually turn out to be a very good job and pay really good. And then I would have to look for a place in Mississauga to live, or Brampton, depending on how hard it is to get out there. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this, and if we can come to agreement where we're both happy and we can both do this and make this work, I am willing to, to continue this relationship until it's not valid anymore, where it doesn't work for both of us. But if this works out, and I'm hoping it does, you could be seeing some very interesting stuff come from the Canadian Maker project, including some projects I already have on schedule to do. I just haven't had time to do them. Let's put it this way. This week alone, I was going to do 3 projects. I only did one, and even that one turned out terrible. So it's becoming a little bit of an expensive issue. So this is the way it is. Now, you guys were talking about Amazon. Let me pull up Amazon here for a second. Let's share my screen here. So here's Amazon. Yeah, don't ask about the KD dinner. That's a long story. But I was looking at these lights from Amazon. They're $30 right now. They're only 64 continuous on-camera lens lights and LED panels for DSLR cameras, etc. Newer good like LED lights. I'm not sure if they're good or not. What I like about them designs is that you can plug in more lights on top of them. It looks like a great light. I'm just not sure if it's worth the money or not. I don't know how they run. I don't know if it's how many batteries it takes, 4 AA batteries, which I can easily run. Designed for multi-lamp array. Universal shoe mount for major brands. Camera and camcorders. Fits all brands of camera and camcorders. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll put them on the wish list. They are on a wish list. I don't know if they're coming with 2 of them or if it's just coming with the 1. And that's what I'm trying to find out right now. But they are on a wish list. Another one I was looking at was this one. Where are they? Let's see here. There's newer I was looking at too. They're pretty good. They're $29.99. I believe it's coming with note tripod is not included, so the stands would not be included. It's just light itself. And the thing is, the battery is not included. So it's like finding which battery that it's going to be. So that means I have to buy the battery. I'm not sure what the timer, what it says 99 on there for. Probably means how many hours you got running it. Oh, you have this light already, Mike? Okay, and how are you liking the light? Honestly. Okay, so you just tried it, but how's the quality of it? Is it bright enough? Yeah, I gotta find out what battery it takes in. Which is such a pain in the butt when you have to buy another battery to run the light. So let's go back to newer 160. Well, this one comes with the actual battery, okay. But that's $34.99, which I do have enough money for that. And I can run off of 6 AA batteries, or it can run off the battery itself, which is not bad. I mean, honestly, I could run it off of those batteries, or I can run it off of a, camera battery. No, batteries are not included. Just the double A's. But you don't need double A's, I guess. It comes with the charger, and it comes with the charger. So let's have a look at the charger here. What battery pack do you think that is, guys? It's a replacement. It's MPF 550. MPF 550. Oh. Yeah, I'm still here, guys. Don't worry. Give me a moment here. MPF 550. I might have that, actually. I think that might be my Canon camera battery I'm using right now. Tiny ticking. Use it as magnifying glass. It does help. Trust me. I'm getting old. My BF 511. That is an NP F550. So it's a different battery altogether. So I won't work with mine. But hey. Definitely going to think about it. Now, battery's almost dead on this thing. But let's go. Yeah, these are pictures I need to offload off my camera. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the battery's about ready to die. But sad it's not the same light that I need, so that kind of sucks. But oh well. Oh yeah. The fact that you can power it off of a USB brick is a good thing. laptop battery pack I can probably use to power it up. One of those power bricks also. Yeah, so once I get that all set up, I'll you guys are going to see the first videos anyways. Either it's going to be shot on my channel or it's going to be going to their channel first. I have to contact them, find out when I'm supposed to be showing up, and talk about cost payments, that type of stuff. I don't know what to charge them. They were talking about, you know, what should we charge you? I'm like, I'm not 100% sure myself. I gotta go find that out, what would be the charge. Because they want me to take the video, edit the video. I don't have to put it out for them, which is good. But, yeah, it's just doing all that. I don't know how long it'll take me to do that, so. Cute. So that battery guys, the light I was looking at, the one that's on AliExpress, they have it here on Amazon.ca. If I go to .com, they want $31 for that light. $31.99. So, yeah. The Amazon choice, too. God damn, I wish I lived in the U.S. But I can always send it to a friend in the U.S. who would send it back to me. That's an option. I'm not sure how much it'll cost to have it sent to me, but it's an option. Have it sent by regular Canada Post. Takes forever for it to receive it, but it'll work. Yeah, let me just show it to you guys here. Display capture on. So there it is right there. The same model. So 5600, then you have the 4200, and then you have your 3300K. Don't know why that's squished down, but let's go fix that. There we go. So there's your 3300K. So depending on the type of lighting I would need, would depend on the number I would take. So it's not bad, but yeah, so I do have that option available. And there it is right there, the full light. But yeah, so let's turn this off. So it is available on Amazon. But yeah. So I guess it really ends the stream because I wasn't really coming on here to talk a lot tonight. But just to let you guys know what I was looking at. So yeah, I know. I understand the universal power brick. I understand that. I got one sitting here that's for a laptop, which I could probably run it on. I don't know. I'd have to check, but it could. I mean, 6 volts to 17 volts, so 12 volts is what we run off of. Most of the laptop battery packs are running on, so could work. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you all for watching anyways, because I got to do some stuff still and get some stuff done, and then I'll be able to I'll have some more information probably Monday or Tuesday. But if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can. My Twitter handle is TJXDJCity, but that'll be changing soon. But if you guys want to follow me, you know, that's the best way to follow me right now. And as soon as I get my address changed in Twitter, you guys will know. But I want to thank you all for coming on anyways. And like I said, this was just going to be a short stream anyways. So thank you so much, everyone. I do appreciate it. And once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching, and keep on printing.